Children, we will do a new lesson in EVS. EVS 1, Lesson Clothes. Children, what are the three things we need to survive on Earth? Yes, food, shelter, and clothing. Why do we need clothes? Because clothes are our basic need. Even early man understood the importance of clothes. He used clothes made of leaves and barks of trees to cover himself. Then he used animal skin. Later, man discovered how to make fibers from plants and learned to make cloth. Can you imagine having a life without clothes? Impossible. You would not have got to wear any fashionable clothes. Then how are clothes made? Clothes are made from cloth. So what is cloth made from? You will see that cloth or fabric is made by intertwining yarn or thread together. Intertwining thread together is called weaving. Long threads are woven together to make cloth. So from where does this thread come from? From cotton. Try this. Take a wad of cotton, pull at it from either side to make it as long as possible. Lay it on your palm and pressing it with the other hand, roll it in one direction. Note what happens. You will see that the wad of cotton gets twisted into a long wick. Earlier, a spinning wheel was used to draw yarn from cotton. Nowadays, the same process is carried out on machines. Cloth is made of cotton yarn. In order to win independence in our country, children, do you know Mahatma Gandhi started a people's movement. He called upon them to use only those things that were produced in our country. For this purpose, he began to use a charkha or a spinning wheel to make thread. Charkha mandals were then established nationwide, which gave the message of using only Swadeshi goods, that is, Indian goods. Now, children, try this after the lockdown. Visit a cloth shop and discuss the following points. What kind of cloth does he stock? Do the type of cloth have special names? What material are they made of? What is the original source of that material? Which region has the cloth come from? Ask the owner of the shop for samples of different kinds of cloth. By now, you may have realized that besides cotton, other fiber materials are used. So, which are the other types of fiber? Clothes are made of two kinds of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Jute, cotton, silk, wool are natural fibers. Jute is got from jute plant, cotton from cotton plant, silk from silkworm, wool from the sheep. Jute and cotton are got from the plants. Silk and wool are got from animals. These are all natural fibers. What about synthetic fibers? Yes, synthetics or artificial fibers. Synthetics are man-made. That is, they are not got from plants or animals. Rayon and nylon are made of tar-like material. Cotton is added while making polyester and terylene. These clothes do not wrinkle. That is, they do not crease. They are simple, easy to use, and they last long. So what is this cloth made from? Cloth can be woven in two ways. Sweaters, caps, etc. are woven with the help of knitting needles at home. Children, you may have seen your grandmothers or your parents using knitting needles to knit sweaters or booties for your small sister or brother. Handlooms and power looms are used to weave cloth on a large scale. This is a hand loom. You can see a person. A person sitting at the hand loom actually sends the thread across the other threads with an instrument called the shuttle. Cotton and silk cloth is woven on hand looms. However, weaving on a hand loom takes a lot of time. The cloth weaved on a hand loom is quite expensive too. We can find a lot of hand looms in the Ichalkaranji area in Maharashtra. Power looms. Power looms run on electricity. Power looms require lesser people to operate and are much faster than hand looms. So cloth weaved on power looms is cheaper. There are a lot of power looms industries in different parts of Maharashtra. Cleaning of clothes. Our clothes become dirty after we use them due to various reasons. In order to take care of our health, we should wear clean clothes and should also keep them neat and tidy. Wearing clean, neat, and tidy clothes is a good habit. So how do we clean our clothes? We wash our clothes regularly. We use plain soaps, detergent soaps, liquid soaps for washing our clothes. We can also use soap nuts, that is Retha, limestone, or washing soda to wash our clothes. Soap nuts, limestone, and washing soda are natural substances. Children, do you still use the clothes that you wore in the first standard? If you do not, what clothes do you use now? Why do you not use your old clothes? Why can you not wear a dress now, which was your favorite when you were younger? What happens to clothes that we do not use anymore? Talk to your parents and grandparents and ask them what happens to old clothes. Reusing the clothes. Clothes are durable, that is long lasting. Even if they become old, they can be reused. We can reuse the clothes in the following ways. Giving these clothes to the needy and poor. Torn clothes can be made into some articles such as dishcloth, quilts, doormats, etc. Old cloth can be made into new cloth by taking its threads out. Threadbare clothes can be converted into pulp. Pulp can be used to make paper. This paper is used for making flowers and paper plates. Models can be made from cloth pulp. Old clothes can be exchanged for new utensils. Children, have you ever seen any woman around your neighborhood carrying utensils? Yes, she is called Boharin. She takes old clothes and gives new utensils. So how can she afford to take old clothes in exchange for new utensils? Yes, because she later sells these clothes in the market. Many poor people who can't buy expensive clothes from the shops buy these clothes. Or these clothes are also sent to the factories for recycling. Diversity in clothes. Children, study these pictures. Observe the differences in different types of clothes. You will see people wearing these types of clothes in your own locality or when you go out of town. Have you ever met these people? Try and obtain information about their clothes and write it in your notebook. Do they wear such clothes all year round? Are any clothes made depending on the weather? Are any changes made during festivals and other celebrations? Yes, due to cultural and geographical differences, there is diversity in clothes and clothing styles. Due to climate, people select a particular fabric and a dress. Special clothes are worn during festivals, celebrations, special occasions, etc. In Maharashtra, Majority of the people use cotton clothes. There is always change in the clothing and dressing patterns as per the time. Earlier, people had different style of clothing. Children, ask your parents or grandparents for their photo when they were small and compare your photo to that photo and see the style of dressing. What we have learnt in this lesson: cloth is made from yarn. Yarn may be made from cotton, wool, etc. Clothes become dirty on being used. We must always wear clean clothes. Soaps or natural substances like retar can be used for washing clothes. Old clothes should not be thrown away. They can be reused. We see diversity in clothing because of cultural and geographical differences. There is a difference in the type of clothes worn in earlier times and those worn today. Thank you.